Let's talk about how the construction of the temple, and the tabernacle for that matter, disproves baptismal regeneration. So this is the tabernacle. And what you'll notice is this opening right here is where you would bring your animal sacrifices. The animal would be unalived, right? Essentially, you put your hand on the animal and it was your life, his life for your life. That was the idea. The animal was giving a covering for your sin. That animal would then be burnt on the altar, and then the priest would go wash. This washing was not cleansing them. This washing was an expression that they had been cleansed by the sacrifice. The sacrifice had covered them, which allowed for them to be washed in the water. It didn't justify them. It was an expression of cleanliness. It was telling the world that I'm clean. Not because of the water, but because of a profession of a clear conscience, because of the sacrifice. If you didn't have a clear conscience, you wouldn't be washed. So if justification is by baptism, then this whole process is backwards. They should be washing at the same time as the sacrifice is being given, because the sacrifice means nothing. This is what would actually save you and justify you. That doesn't make any sense. This is what justifies. This is an outward expression of a clear conscience because of that sacrifice. So let's take a look at what the scripture says, and does the scripture match up with that? Here's what it says. And this water symbolizes the baptism that now saves you. Also, not the removal of dirt from the body, but the pledge of a clear conscience, the profession of a clear conscience toward God through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, who has gone into heaven and is at the right hand of God. So why do you have a clear conscience? Because you believe the gospel. And because you believe the gospel and because you have that clear conscience, you're going to go now be water baptized as an outward expression of the sacrifice that was just given, just like in the tabernacle. So baptismal regeneration doesn't match up with biblical theology. It's erroneous teaching that people believe because they don't understand the Bible.